What do we have today? Bonjour, Slongi.
Today we have someone who's only 19, but they still spent $100,000 on plastic surgery.
Okay, Slongi, I'm gonna get here on a limb. Not like the branch of a tree. I meant like a human
Not like
limb.
the kind we steal from people.
I am going to say expensive plastic surgeon or vanity is unattractive. How about we treat the fans to the opening shot?
Yes.
We're going to pause here for a second, guys. I'm going to say the right.
Right finger from the left.
I'm 19 years old and I've spent over $100,000 on my perfect body and appearance in under a year.
Yeah.
Well, firstly, no such thing as perfect bodies.
And
And second, you're crazy. You did this in under a year. You're insane.
how about she's not even that pretty? Maybe she was really ugly before it. I mean, I'm fans. This is only my personal opinion, not the opinion of the Slongi and Stew channel. But yeah, 100 grand wasted. That's what I'm going for. We're only a few seconds in Slongi, but
Yep.
we're going to take a chance.
I think the full channel
I
agrees
probably
on
spent
this.
over $3.5 million on my surgeries. I want to be the best Barbie of Beverly Hills. Nothing will stop me from having my dream waist.
I'm not an expert, but aren't Barbie like this tall?
Also, I feel like Barbies tend to be thinner. Is it just me?
Yeah, she did mention her waist, and she's going to have her waist taken in. But Barbies have a disproportionate, like a non-realistic dimensions. Because if it was going to be real dimensions, it'd be really wide at the waist, like most Americans.
There's also another thing that I want to talk to the doctor about.
Okay.
I want my ribs removed.
It's not the easiest procedure to go through, and it is kind of dangerous.
Removing your ribs? Okay, yeah. She's not just insane. She's the inmate who took over the asylum. She doesn't just run. She
Inmate
took over the
who
whole thing.
escaped the asylum.
The inmate, not who took over, but the one who escaped.
Not that we're saying she's crazy. We're saying, what are we saying then? No, we're going with crazy,
Yeah.
guys. We're just going with crazy.
Crazy.
You're crazy. You know what I like about ribs? They
What?
taste great.
Are we gonna eat her ribs?
When I look in the mirror, I
Maybe.
see a perfect
Is she gonna
Barbie
eat her
doll
ribs?
with big lips, small waist, big butt.
Feasting lips.
Or she came to Minnesota when it was really cold, and she put her lips against a metal lamppost, and they got stuck. And then they turned out like this, or like this, or probably because she's in Los Angeles, she doesn't get as much icy weather, so maybe she went the bee sting option. Slongi, maybe.
And big boobs. My name is Tamara. I'm 19 years old and I'm from Beverly Hills, California.
It's kind of funny how Scottish people say tomorrow is Tamara.
Alright.
Tamara, like her name.
In 1 year, I've
Tomato.
had 8 plastic surgery
Tomato.
procedures that cost over $100,000. As soon as I turned
Now, fans, before inflation kicked in, $100,000 was a lot of money.
The only thing that got inflated was her.
13,
Yeah, right up
already
top
knew
first.
that I
Like,
wanted
not
plastic
there, guys. I meant
surgery.
up here.
2 weeks after I turned 18, I had my first 2 surgeries done at the same time.
Why did you wait 2 weeks, Slongi?
I don't know.
Wouldn't that be a great 18th birthday? Where you're like, hey guys, come to my house. Oh, wait,
We're gonna sting your lips with bees.
yeah, like you bring in like a couple of beehives, drop one on the top, on the bottom.
Top and bottom.
And I think her other parts, like, obviously get stung a lot during that period. I mean, my eyesight.
They got full beehives for them.
Had my Brazilian butt lift
Maybe they-
and my
They look like
first breast
they're the size of
augmentation.
beehives.
My dad did give me an allowance, which I used for my first surgeries, but I can afford my procedures on my own now because I make money on social media. My mom, she's against any surgeries I've ever had. My dad, at first he was
My mom sounds like a pretty average person.
I wouldn't say average. She's married to someone who can afford to give
Oh,
the
right.
daughter allowance. I would say she's a reasonable person.
Oh yes, reasonable.
No, we're not big on saying that words have meaning. Do we say that?
Yes, especially you.
I say that, yeah. Like, I think the mother's like, hey, you're a pretty young girl. You don't need to get stung on the lips with bees. It's not going to make you look like a
Or,
Barbie.
You're ugly,
Worried
but you
about
shouldn't
my
do
plush.
this.
Do you know what would be a way cheaper way to do this, Slongi?
Bees.
No, 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 like to look like a Barbie, rather than having all the surgeries, just have a good eye surgeon make your eyeballs only see Barbies. That'd be way cheaper. Maybe we should become eyeball surgeons.
plastic surgeries,
Sure.
but now that he sees that I'm so happy with how they turned out, he's starting to be supportive. The look that I'm going for are
I like it when people are supportive of others, but is this reasonable?
No, don't take part in other people's delusions. She is not going to look like a Barbie doll unless she replaces all of her flesh with plastic, gets
People are already
shrink,
doing that.
a shrink gun
People
to
aren't
make
doing
her
that.
this tall, and then the last part she'd have to dye her hair blonde, I guess, but that part's probably easier after the shrink gun.
just the perfect
Yeah.
Barbie look. I've had 2 Brazilian butt lifts, each were $12,000. I've had butt implants, which were $10,000. I've had
So it's funny, like
Thumbnail.
thumbnail. It's funny, like she's like, I've had 2 of these things for $12,000, and it's talking about her butt, but the camera is in front of her, and then so we can't go, oh, that seems like $24,000 well spent. Then $10,000 of butt implants, still from the front. I don't. Maybe like I might be a buyer for this surgery. Maybe I want a bigger butt, right? I mean, or a butt from Brazil. Like, do they import butts from Brazil? Like, is that like a transplant, like a heart transplant?
Yeah, totally.
had 2 breast augmentations, which were $7,000 each.
Well, I'm glad you don't get one breast augmented at a time. 2 breast augmentation, guys. Like, do the math.
I've had a rhinoplasty, which was $9,000. I've
What's a rhinoplasty?
Rhino, horn, nose, where horns come from. Plastic.
Welcome to the plastic age.
I didn't think she'd had her nose done yet. I thought it was going to come after, but I would hate to pay for my nose to get fixed and then it still look like that.
Rhino does not look like a
had
rhino.
porcelain veneers.
Did she look like a rhino before this? Did we get a before picture?
I hope.
My teeth, and they were around $30,000.
What you do to her teeth?
Oh, veneers. Oops. Those. I mean, as someone who appreciates teeth, I'm not thinking that's a $30,000. Do you know what it is? The arrows point to her cheek. Maybe she had some extra veneers put in her cheeks, Slongi. Maybe that's what happened. Okay, we've got 12, 24, 32. What's 36? Oh. I don't think we're at 100k plus, right?
Not yet.
I think Truly's trying to deceive us. Like, they're trying to tell us that she's going to be a Barbie doll. If they don't bring out the shrink ray at the end of this, I'm going to be disappointed.
A life-size Barbie doll.
I'm pretty sure she didn't say life size. She said Barbie.
She didn't.
I am so excited for today's procedure.
As in she didn't say life-size. She didn't say Barbie doll, though.
Oh, yeah.
It's been over a couple weeks and I had my fillers done last. I also want to tell my doctor about my
That's really son. You know people. You know how like people who get tons of tattoos, people look at them in the streets like. Do you think that you look the same way at her, except it's more of a lust type look?
No, yeah. I mean, that's what I believe that she's aiming for. They want people to think so it's like an attention thing
But
on
people are
both
almost certainly
sides.
going to be looking at her on the streets.
So I'd look at her and go like, oh, I'm so sorry that you hated yourself so much, that you wish to have all this done, so you might think because of other people's lust towards you, then that makes you more happy. I would feel sorry for her. Unless she busts out the shrink ray, became this tall, and then I'd be like, you know what? She nailed it.
removal plans.
Her friend had the face mask augmentation done. Like, look, the whole front of her face is blue. Her friend nailed it.
You know, I'm I'm doing my fillers today.
Yeah.
And there's also another thing that I wanted to
You know what I'd like to fill in? Her brain.
talk to the doctor about.
Okay.
I want my ribs removed.
You want your ribs removed?
Yes.
Have you looked in a mirror? Your waist is so small. You're literally you're literally
Thank you, but I
hourglass.
want more.
What is a pichichu? Pichichu.
I think it's ancient language for hourglass. Ancient language for
I'm
hourglass,
used to
yeah.
my body now, and I want it. I
I
want it
like
even
that. I
smaller.
like that one.
I disagree, and I will not allow it.
Hi.
She does not care if you don't allow it.
Good to see you.
Nice to see you.
She'll do it either way.
I wish we lived in Los Angeles where you go into a doctor's office and then the doctor meets you in the reception rather than the receptionist says, "Why are you here?"
Good to see you.
Get
You
involved.
ready for your treatment?
I'm so
I'm here.
excited.
Okay,
The
cool. Let's get you
other
ready.
My
Barbie.
goal is to have the smallest waist of anything I've seen, and that
So I don't know what this girl's seen, but I assume she has seen a popsicle stick. And a popsicle stick is this wide. And if
How about a pebble?
pebble? Oh, I think that's.
Or a grain of sand.
Do you think she's seen a grain of sand? I don't think that she. Do you think she has?
Hmm.
We'll go with the popsicle stick. It's this wide, close, big, far away, near, wherever it is. If she goes for a waist this big, Slongi, I don't think there's a surgery that can make it happen.
No.
makes me want to have my ribs removed to achieve that look. I want my lips done again, and there's another thing I wanted to talk to you about. I want my ribs removed.
Your ribs?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you know, that's a tough procedure. It's not the easiest procedure to go
Here's
through.
what to say, and I think it actually fits the context. Now, you will die.
Is that what Palpatine says?
Yeah.
I guess
But in all
Palpatine.
seriousness, so
You know, Palpatine was thinking about this Truly video, like, rather than, was it Mace
Like, you
Windu?
He wasn't paying attention to me. He's just thinking in his head, now, you will die.
Don't become the popsicle stick waist girl. Don't have your ribs removed.
Through, and it is kind of dangerous. I don't think you need it. I think removing your ribs can be a little bit damaging because they do protect your organs.
How much is a rib removal surgery typically?
I'd say you're looking at least 25,000.
Wow.
I don't even want my ribs removed. But see, for 25 grand, it seems like a neat experience. I think.
One that'll end
Starting?
in your doom.
At least, yeah. In this area. I'm just gonna put a little bit of numbing for you on
I thought that was ice cream for a second.
I
Yeah.
am definitely
mad.
addicted
Like-
to plastic surgery because as soon as I'm happy with the way I look from one procedure, I just
mouth
want to
is
keep
numb.
going and look as best as I can and just go bigger. Bigger is better.
Let me see.
That's why my belly's the best.
But you should bigger is better. Then why do you want a smaller waist? You should get
Cool.
a bigger waist.
I should.
No,
He should.
she should. Get a bigger
I
waist.
think this is perfect. So like I refined your cupid's bow a little bit, and then I just added to your pouch.
Just remembered. She should have a bigger waist because she'll become a symbol of America that way.
Absolutely. God bless America.
in the bottom.
I love
It's
it.
not too overdone.
I'm honestly so happy that I had the consultation about my rib removal with my doctor because she changed my mind today. She really made me think about the
Congrats, you grew a few brain cells.
I'm going to go ahead and say that she didn't think. I don't think this girl's had a thought in her life.
Maybe she grew a couple brain cells today.
Still not enough to think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we had the same thought. We're like, oh my god, I'm so this, I'm so that. I like that's how she speaks, like, I've never had a thought in my life.
risks and what can happen if I do get that done.
Say fillers.
It's very important to me to
Fillers.
maintain this Barbie doll look for the rest of my life. I'll probably spend another $3.5 million on my surgeries.
Okay, Slongi, I believe at the beginning I gave two options. One was vanity is unattractive. What was the other one?
Expensive surgeons.
Okay, the surgeons were cheap, right? 25,000 to ribs removed. Cheap surgeons. So I think I'm going to go with vanity is unattractive.
Precisely.
And do you think, if she wants to go drop 3.5 million on making herself look pretty for the rest of her life, that's okay, right? That's okay. It's her,
Her decision.
yeah, it's her decision, her family's money.
Now
Don't
her money
I-
because of social media.
Sorry?
Now some of her money because of social
Oh,
media.
yeah, absolutely. So I think we support this, right?
Yes.
Now, our terms of service say we're not allowed to make fun of Barbie dolls.
It does.
I think so. I think we'd get in trouble if we did that. Or anyone on the protected list of species, grades, classes, yeah, all that crap.
Yeah, we're just here to entertain all of you by talking about the crazy things that are going on outside of the four walls of our home.
And then what is it we say right at the end for anyone who made
Don't
it this far?
forget to like, comment, subscribe, notification bell, and goodbye, everybody.
Barbie doll.